Good morning, grade 10. Right, gentlemen, today we're going to start with posting from the salaries journal to the general ledger. And we're going to do this slowly because this is very important work. And they always ask it as part of the questions in grade 11 as well as in grade 12. So it's very important that you understand this. I'm going to make short videos and maybe not complete everything today because I want to do it step by step so that you can really understand. So I'm just going to make a short video. So make sure that you really understand what we're doing. Right, gentlemen, so if you look at your salaries journal of Monty's Traders, now I want to post this to the general ledger. Okay, so if you look at the gross salary, now the gross salary is a salary, that's not the one that you're going to put into your pocket. Okay, you are going to put the net salary in your pocket. Do you agree with that? But the business, the expense towards salaries for the business is 15,000 Rand. Now, how does that work? Now, I want to give you an example. If your mom normally pays your pocket money and she gives you 1,000 Rand a month, you owe your friend or you owe your brother 200 Rand. Okay, so your pocket money is 1,000 Rand, but you owe your brother 200 Rand. Can't your mom just give you 800 Rand and give your brother the 200 Rand? Yes. Now, that's exactly what a business does. He pays the salaries after the deductions to the workers, to the employees, and then they pay all the funds on their behalf. Otherwise, the business is going to give each... Okay, gentlemen, sorry, I was cut off there. So I'm just going to repeat the gross salary. I'm going to put it in my salary. It's going to debit my salaries because it's an expense. It's debited. It comes gross salary. It comes from the salaries journal and the amount is 15,000 Rand. Now, if you look at the 15,000 Rand, that 15,000 Rand is compiled by what? It's compiled of the 900 Rand pension fund, okay, the UIF, 75 Rand, the medical aid, 480 Rand, pay as you earn, income tax, and of course, your net salary. So the net salary plus the tax, plus the medical aid, plus the UIF, plus the pension fund, that's altogether 15,000 Rand. So the business is going to pay that 15,000 Rand, but they're going to pay the employees only the 10,020. Okay, so if salaries is debited with all these amounts, then all these amounts must be credited in there. All these amounts must go to the credit side of some accounts. At this stage, the salaries journal is just where we calculate what we owe. So at this stage, nothing has been paid. The pension fund, the UIF, the medical fund, SARS, and the employees are at this stage all creditors, and therefore they have to be credited. Okay, now forget about this. We'll get to that later. I'm just going to do a very, very small exercise today. Okay, so my pension fund is going to be credited 2016, January the 31st, and it's going to be credited. It's included in salaries journal, 900 Rand. That's what we owe them at this stage. The business owes 900 Rand, right? The UIF, same story, 2016, January the 31st. It's included in salaries. UIF at this stage is my creditor. I owe the UIF. The business owes the UIF 75 Rand. Okay. The medical aid, what does the business owe the medical aid? 2016, January the 31st. Salaries, it comes from the salaries journal, and we owe the medical aid 480 Rand. The business owes them 480 Rand. SARS is where for the income tax, and that's also 2016, January the 31st. It's included in salaries. SJ, and the amount is 3525, and my creditors for salaries, that's a new SARS, sorry, you missed that one, SARS, okay, and then creditors for salaries, that is the amount, the account for my employees. At this stage, the business owes the employees that amount. So 2016, January the 31st, it's included in salaries, and the amount is 10,020. So make sure that you understand how to do that, you can start your next exercise by just doing this posting. Nothing more than this. Only posting of the deductions, and make sure that you understand that. I'm going to maybe not do everything today, and maybe we're going to change the program slightly, but I will let you know. Thank you, grade 10.